The subject begins a new project. He is excited. New document, new plan, new motivation. For approximately 14 minutes, everything feels possible. Dr. Human checks the scanner. Interesting. The subject has discovered the most enjoyable part of completing something, starting it. 3 days later, the project is still unfinished. But the subject has started another one, then another. Dr. Human opens a new file. Case 003, Completion Resistance. Today's subject does not have a problem with ideas. He has 12. He does not have a problem with starting. He starts constantly. New workout plan, new business idea, new book, new productivity system, new folder called Final Plan. The problem appears later, when the excitement disappears, when progress becomes repetitive, when nobody is impressed yet, when the finish line finally requires patience. That is when the brain quietly suggests, maybe we need a better project. Dr. Human begins the first test. He gives the subject a simple task with 10 steps. Step 1 feels new. Step 2 feels interesting. Step 3 still feels promising. The subject is moving quickly. Dr. Human writes, high enthusiasm detected. Step 4, Step 5, nothing dramatic happens. By Step 6, the task is familiar. There is no surprise, no exciting new system, no instant reward. The subject slows down. His posture changes. He looks away from the task. Then something dangerous happens. A new idea appears. The subject's eyes widen. His energy returns. Dr. Human checks the scanner. Remarkable. The human was exhausted 30 seconds ago. Now he has invented a podcast. The subject reaches for a new notebook. Dr. Human removes it. He writes, the human is addicted to beginnings. Your brain loves novelty. New things create uncertainty, possibility, anticipation. A new project lets you imagine the final result before you experience the boring work required to reach it. That feels good. The beginning contains fantasy. The middle contains repetition. At the beginning, you imagine the finished body, the successful business, the completed book, the perfect skill. But halfway through, something changes. The fantasy becomes work, and work is much less exciting than possibility. So the brain searches for a way to feel excited again. The easiest solution? Start something new. The new project creates another burst of possibility, and suddenly you feel productive again. But there is a problem. Starting and progressing are not the same thing. The subject can spend an entire week organizing his future without moving toward it. New calendar, new app, new notebook, new schedule, new morning routine. The brain says, excellent progress. Dr. Human checks the results. 0 completed tasks. This creates a strange cycle. You start. You feel excited. The excitement fades. You become bored. You discover something new. You start again. Eventually, your life becomes a museum of unfinished projects. Subscribe to Dr. Human Files for more cases like this. Now the repair experiment. Dr. Human places 3 unfinished projects on the table. The subject immediately tries to start a 4th. Dr. Human removes the pen. Protocol 1. Define the finish line. Most people begin with a vague intention. I want to work out. I want to write. I want to learn something. But the brain does not know what finished means. So the project can expand forever. Instead, define the exact ending before you begin. Not, work on the book. Use, finish chapter 1. Not, get in shape. Use, complete 30 workouts. Not, build the project. Use, publish version 1. The finish line must be visible, specific, and slightly boring, because a clear ending removes one of the brain's favorite excuses. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next. Dr. Human places a finish line beside the subject. The subject looks disappointed. Apparently, measurable goals are less exciting than buying another notebook. Protocol 2. Stop improving the plan. The subject encounters a difficult step. Immediately, he opens a productivity app. Dr. Human closes it. He opens a tutorial. Dr. Human closes it. He reaches for a new planner. Dr. Human removes it. This behavior feels like work because it happens near the work. But organizing the task is not always doing the task. Planning can become sophisticated procrastination. There is a simple test. Ask, did this action move the project closer to finished? If the answer is no, the brain may simply be decorating the escape route. You usually do not need a better system. You need another repetition. One task, one method. Continue. Protocol 3. Make starting expensive. This one makes the subject visibly uncomfortable. Before you start a new project, you must complete, cancel, or deliberately pause an existing one. No accidental collection of unfinished goals. A new idea appears, write it down. Do not start it. A new opportunity appears, wait. A better system appears, save it. Then return to the current task. Dr. Human calls this preventing the human from converting every thought into a new responsibility. New ideas are not emergencies. You do not lose an idea because you refuse to begin it today. And something interesting happens when you stop constantly restarting. Your brain begins adjusting to the boring middle, the part where progress is slow, the part where improvement becomes difficult to notice, the part where you are no longer excited, but the work still matters. This is where most things are actually built. Dr. Human repeats the original test, 10 steps. The subject begins. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. The excitement is high. Step 4, Step 5. The excitement starts falling. Step 6. A new idea appears. The subject freezes. He looks at the new idea, then at Dr. Human. Dr. Human slowly raises the clipboard. The subject writes the idea down. He does not start it. Then he returns to the task. Step 7. Nothing exciting happens. Step 8. Still nothing exciting. Step 9. Vumderabituai. The subject briefly questions every decision he has ever made. Step 10. Finished. The task is complete. The subject looks at the finished result, then at Dr. Human. Dr. Human checks the scanner. No sudden burst of motivation. No new personality. No life-changing productivity system. He simply stayed long enough to finish. And that is the important part. Finishing rarely feels exciting the entire way. The beginning is exciting because everything is possible. The ending is satisfying because something finally exists. But between those 2 points is the part nobody likes talking about. The boring middle. Repetition, uncertainty, slow progress, days when the task feels ordinary. That is not evidence that the project is wrong. It is often evidence that the project has finally become real. You do not need to become obsessed with finishing everything you ever start. Some things should be abandoned. Some goals become irrelevant. Some projects are simply bad. But quitting should be a decision, not an automatic response to boredom. Your brain learned to chase beginnings. Now teach it to reach endings.